We now return to Let's Play Banished. So, it's winter, and I guess I'll be kicking some people out of their homes because we're going to start upgrading everybody's homes. And we'll just kind of end things from there. Now, we've got enough leather gear that I guess it's not so important that we get the this heavy coats, but anyway, we're going to go ahead and get those people started. We have plenty of idle hands out there looking to do some building work. I'm sure that's exactly what they want. Oh my, we got a huge flip over of kids into adults. That's pretty good though, because what it will allow me to do is once the trader comes along, I'm going to make another crop for the berry tree stuff so that we can have consistent alcohol in the town. I'm sure my people would love that. Let's see, we got a fair amount of wood still. Stone? Well, I mean the quarry... Oh, we got plenty, never mind. Stone limit of 200. That's iron. So I guess I could put someone else in here, but we're only mining coal here. So I guess that means I'm going to have them gather some stuff. You know what? We'll swap over. How much coal do we have? 42. That should last for a while, I think. So we'll have them swap over to iron. We'll put in another person in there. We now can lower that down. We've got 6 people just kind of hanging out. I mean, whilst that is being built, I guess we can just keep doing this. Is lowering a little bit. Perhaps more in the quarry? We probably could use another quarry. Couple too. Let's do that. 4 people yet to be used. Just keep them in the builders, I suppose. Foresters, fishers. We're still stable, pretty damn stable on the food. So I'll just let them kind of do their thing here. Just continue to... Ooh, someone was living alone in there. Robertus. Robertus is 79. Oh, well, that would be why. Alright. Well, basically we're just running this into the ground now. 10 times speed, that's the best we're getting. Because there's not much else to do. Lots of homes, though. I have done that. I've got quite a few down. I wonder if I could even squeeze in some along here. I totally could. Not totally necessary, to be honest, but if I wanted to fill in that very awkward gap, I totally could. You know what? Why don't we do this? Well, yeah, maybe this is the reason I didn't, because I couldn't. Let's try a bridge. I didn't think so. It's not gonna work. There is a mod that will flatten terrain. Might want to look at that. Ah, here's the trader. I can't see ahead of time what he's got. We appear to have lost a couple people. We did. Okay. Pear seeds. You know what? We'll go ahead and try to buy some pear seeds. We'll go 50 of those. 40 of those, 50 of those, and we're going to need a lot more. So, let's see, hide coats. You know what, we can really afford tools, I think. We've got, let's get rid of, say, 100 tools. And for firewood, how much firewood do I have? Oh, that's the wrong button. Oh, really? I can't move. Okay, there we go. For firewood, I've got... Why is this not? There. 383. Okay. So we can totally bump firewood up to like... Oh, but he doesn't take firewood though, right? That wasn't a trade commodity that he would... No, he totally would. Okay, never mind. Why did this not just stay in there? Oh, whatever. Okay, so we need more of that. We also are going to need stuff like... Got a ton of venison. He doesn't take venison. He only takes iron tools, firewood, and hide coats. Apparently. I mean, if I had more things in there, he might take them. It might bump up. But I don't know what else to make of that. He doesn't take fish. Beans? Maybe we could trade some beans? Beans and mushrooms? I mean, I don't think he takes food. Looks like he's not taking that sort of stuff. Well, let's have that go, and then we'll see where we're at after we've pulled a lot of that in. We do also have... So we've got iron tools. We do have some steel tools. All my iron tools have been pulled out of there to be pulled into here, which is okay. Now we don't need 4 builders anymore. Well, we do. I need to stop neglecting those and just have them being built. Almost on the iron tools. Perhaps close enough. Let's do 93 of those, 100 of those, 50 of those. Definitely not enough. Okay. Well, this is something I actually special requested, right? I think so. So that's why it's that much higher in price. Oh, we're not going to make this happen. Okay, well, never mind. We now need those 4 people being built, or being builders, I should say. It is a shame that we cannot trade everything to this guy, because we have got quite a bit. We have got quite a bit of stuff. Reserve of iron is low. Well, we should be working on that now, huh? There's no more easy iron. Oh, there's plenty of easy iron. What am I talking about? Whether or not it's going to be grabbed is something else entirely. May as well grab the stone while we're out here too. Oh, it is already marked. It's just been taking these people so long because we have no idle hands. And maybe I could lower some of the farming a bit. Well, especially now, but irons and miners, yeah. More kids are being born, that's good. And it looks like this whole area is stone-homed. Good. Well, we're gonna hope that the next trader brings some seeds along, because I would very much like to have more going on there. I guess while we've got some builders with idle hands, we don't really, I mean, they are apparently using it for stuff and things. Let's make a much bigger cemetery. That is too large. Okay. Well, that's probably a big enough space. Let's pull it back here, and then we can put some people. If I do it this way, with the fence, no, it looks like that gate is going to always open on this side. So, if I pull it back here, like this, we can still have people living here. Which is precisely where they probably want to live, right? I'm absolutely certain that's exactly where anyone wants to live. Right on that side. More students, that's good. Not full up on our capacity for that. At this rate, we're just kind of waiting. I guess we can put those back. One died, just as I was looking at it. This only took stone, so that's no big deal. Had a whole pile of it down here. Got plenty of wood going on from our foresters, that's good too. I hope they're not, because it actually looks like they are, in fact, coming in here to the orchard. You know, I didn't, that's not really something I considered, I guess. as long as they are within the range of the forester will cut them down. I feel like that should not have been a thing. I kind of feel like that should be something you can choose on your own. Whatever. No cherries, no peaches, so we're still stuck with the berries, which is fine, I guess, but I was kind of hoping, yeah, see, we have no wood, so these guys just are continually doing nothing. How are we doing on the leather, though? Plenty of leather. Let's just go back to more hide coats, because we're kind of low on that right now. Especially since I just pulled a bunch of it into here. So I'll have you take care of that. And that should be just fine. There's a whole bunch of leather right there. Untouched. Bastards. Well, I think regardless of whether or not I manage to get... Let's go ahead and build these people up simultaneously. Whether I get another crop or something else, I think we're pretty much done here. I think that hill, yeah, that hill would prevent me from building. I was gonna maybe move the sheep kind of out here so I could cut this in half, do orchards. Side by side small orchards or possibly small fields. We are down an herbalist. Well, we can probably at this point cut down on maybe a stone cutter. Bring in an herbalist. We just got ourselves one extra person. 2 extra people by the looks of it. That's fine. I just closed my thing. Kind of prefer them to be hanging out like that. Okay, so this is done, and immediately the new grave went into that one. Well, whatever. These are being worked on. We do, in fact, need some more builders in that. I mean, not right now, but when we're doing 2 at a time, we kind of do need that. Plenty of stone, plenty of wood, so we can just continue on, I guess, upgrading everyone's homes. And here's another trader. What are you trading me today? Iron tools. How worthless. Well, okay. So this is probably not going to happen. But we'll see if we can get all these homes upgraded before the end of the episode here. Nine out of 11 cows. At least all of our sheep are grown up. It'd be nice if they would... It's autumn, I guess, so they're probably not going to breed anytime soon. I'm not even sure if that mechanic is in the game, where it's seasonal. What are we low on now? Stone. Are you kidding me? Interesting. Well, in that case, let's do another cleanup here. And then we just have this whole area up here, really. Just grab it right there. We do have a rather massive amount of resources still. It's just all out of the way, but that's fine. Plenty of beans in there. That's where they're keeping all the fish. It would have been, I think, a little more useful to have the same mechanics that they had in like the Zeus games, well, the Impressions games, where you can build like the warehouses to sort of prioritize, and you can empty one into another, so that you can sort of control that a little bit better. But whatever. The game seems to do a fair amount of rebalancing on its own, which I guess is useful. You know, now that I think about it, I built these stone roads to kind of facilitate the movement up and down there, but I didn't do so much out here, and this is kind of a long walk. So I suppose, well, I mean, we were already having a stone crisis, so let's not exacerbate that. What are you having a problem with? Iron and logs. Got logs, we've got iron. I don't know what you're doing. Materials are not... whatever. Whatever. Right here. Okay, whatever. Hubertus died. We have no replacement for his fishermen. Gone down a few fishermen. We've gone down a lot, actually. We've just had a huge die-off here. Looks like we did. Oh yeah, look at that. Holy crap. Well, I kind of knew that was going to happen. You do have those population crises every now and again. And we're getting some geriatrics who need to get out of there. And that means that we need... because we've got a lot of people living at home. And if homes opened up for them, they would move in together and have babies. And so I guess in a way, limited housing is population control. But I am just kind of waiting for the shoe to drop here. Don't suppose I can see... I guess this is average age, or no, it wouldn't be, would it? It's just telling me we've got 67 adults. That's too bad. I was hoping it would be able to break it down like that. Because that way you could tell what your aging population is. Whatever. Reserve of stone is low. It must take an awful lot of stone to build a stone home. A lot more than I have prepared for. And I did actually lower my my collection of stone there, didn't I? So let's put one more person in there. And we don't really need that. Oh, maybe we do. Population has moved beyond our ability to feed it. So we might have to... I don't know. Ooh, that's not good. That's actually really not good. So I guess we continue with like fishing and farming. We'll put more in there. We'll try and keep that full. Again, the trader, we can probably not keep that many people there. We don't have to. We do have 2 builders. What are they waiting on? Oh, stone, of course. Which has to be quarried. Well, there's a ton of it out here. I know it takes forever to get there and then walk back. I had meant a long time ago to put a store yard out there so that they could more easily get to wherever they needed to go. It seems like some people are just fucking around. Could they not get there? Is the pathfinding not allowing them to hit that stone? If that's the case, let's just cancel this. Maybe we can get some of this stuff. So we need that to happen just a little bit faster. People are dying of old age pretty apace of births, so I don't know. We might start dipping down here. I am seeing some vacancies opening up, and this is not quite helpful. Maybe we'll start doing one at a time so we don't completely deplete our stone supplies. Stone cutter was crushed by a rock. Great. Well, we'll move one out of the iron and move one into the stone cutter. Ah, why'd I keep closing that? Okay, it looks like they're making it up there. So I don't know why they couldn't get to this. But I think they were having pathfinding issues. Students, firewood is low. The fuck? That's not good. We've got all of our woodcutters, correct? We do. I guess I could do another one and tell them to kind of chop down some trees. Would another woodcutter actually fit somewhere over here? I don't even remember where the damn thing is. There it is. No, it would not fit there. It would fit here in town. Awkwardly. Merchant. Wool coats. Not so necessary. Well, you know, we could just put a woodcutter in there. Annoy the neighbors with constant chopping. I don't have the people to work on it, of course. And then we'll just go ahead and tell them to chop down a bunch of these trees. Which will grow back quickly enough. No issue there. This is actually starting to fill up a little bit quicker than I was comfortable with. But whatever. Herdsman died. Okay, so we need another woodcutter, which I'll have to take from... how about the forest? I think we've caught up with that. Still, okay, we do have 2 new sheep. That's good. And we're full up on our ability for that, I suppose. Iron tools are zeroed. I suppose I could probably lower how much iron tools we have, although we don't really need to. We do have tools. All these 81 are steel tools. Well, let's continue on. Get this going. Might not get all of them. I'm just saying. Got a whole stack now of the wood, so that's good. I don't know. I could connect this up. It might make things a little bit easier for people to get over to here. No laborer for Taranko. Okay, well... Oh, we just had a big die-off there. Miners and all sorts of stuff. Food seems to be doing well. I'll put a fisherman down so we can have an idle hand out there. Got that one built pretty quick. See, these guys are almost dead anyway, so... We'll have some new... Wow, actually, a large part of our population looks like it's going to die off. I think that if we continue playing this, we're going to see that hurt real bad. That's gonna come back. Because I don't think our kids are going to match. Reserve stone already. I wish I had a large enough population, and I mean really just building more houses would do that. But I wish I had a big enough population that I could get this going a little bit more proficiently. Because apparently we haven't even touched this stuff over here yet. It just takes forever. Well, that's fine. Ale has died. Another farmer down. We've lost quite a few farmers, actually. Yeah, I guess the only thing here now is just to run it literally into the ground, wait for the mass die-off. It's right around the corner. By the time the old folks have died, the oldest, all these 30-somethings and 40-somethings will also be that way. Merchant. Trade. Plum seeds. More reasonable price, but we are still not able to match that. Whatever. We're pretty much done. We'll leave some of these. This will be kind of the bad neighborhood. It is, after all, by the boarding house and the tavern. Just wait for this home to be built, and we'll call it good. I do definitely think that having a... there are several mods, including the Mega mod, which has everything, but I do think that the game just has suffered from being a little bit too basic. Because really, we could have stopped this a long time ago. I mean, you're not forced to build churches or town halls. They're really just things you do. I suppose the only good thing ale is for is happiness, and I don't even know that this is necessary. Like, what do these even do? The average health I get, because you want people not to be constantly in the hospital, but, I mean, what does the happiness do? Does that just increase their productivity? That's the only thing I can imagine it would do. And once you keep that at 4 or 5 stars, I mean, it's not something you need to worry about. We're out of coal again, so I think we can swap this back over to coal. But, I mean, in my opinion, the hardest part of the vanilla game is playing it on hard and just surviving the first couple years. Just making sure that people don't freeze, people don't starve. But once you've got that going, it's just a matter of cultivating your population, just making sure that as you grow your buildings, you are also feeding them, which in return requires you to have more laborers to supply them, which then you can build more homes, and on and on and on. And I know there are people who have built mega cities, and they just actually try to cover it and get really, really complicated and in-depth into the game, but I am not really one of those people. So I guess now that the stone homes over here are built, we've got 6 more, but it'll take a little bit too long. I guess I will end this one here, and then we'll pick up on the colonial mod that I've been looking at. So I think I'm actually going to end this as a series, and we'll just start a brand new series. Just, you know, because keeping those separated I think helps, especially for people who are only looking for playthroughs of the colonial mod and or the base mod. The vanilla, I should probably label these as vanilla, but anyway, I think we're done here. So thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, and perhaps I will see you in the next series.